back in my college town this week for a little visit, and so I wanted to go to my restaurant where I worked in, senior year. I had saved up all my money for my first apartment in Chicago. I was working Mother's Day brunch, and they came out one by one to tell us that the bank foreclosed on the place, and it was going to be my last week there. I needed the money, I needed the work. So knowing I was going to be out of a job very soon, I walked around campus to all of the incoming freshmen doing their spring tour. And I walked right up to their parents and I gave them the business card of the restaurant. I was like, hey, if you're visiting the oldest restaurant in the county is closing today, I work there, you guys should come in. So when I get there for my last shift, there is a line out the door. The dad is the chef in this situation. And he comes out and he's like, Brendan, I'm going to kill you. And then his wife comes out of the kitchen and goes, no, look. All the cheap people trying to cash in their gift cards are in the back of the line. We're actually going to earn some money today. So I decided, you know what? At least they can't fire us. So we're going to go out with the bang. I'm no more wearing the uniform, no more name tag, no more anything. We're just going to have fun. So I bring a case of PBR into the walk-in and just tell all the cooks to help themselves while they're in there. And baby Brendan's making salads. So I walked to the local campus coffee shop the next day. It's my first day off in forever. Run by this lovely husband-wife couple, and they had young kids. And the owner comes right up to me and is like, this coffee's in the house because I heard that you stuck it out at our local restaurant, and I wish I had more employees like you because it's finals week and people are dropping like flies and not showing up and quitting because they're leaving. And I was like, oh, I love this place. I worked here freshman year. And he's like, would you ever think of coming back? I could really use it. And I was like, I could really use it. I think I took my apron off on graduation day, the day I put my gown on. I lined up with everybody else. I left town. I never came back. I was there this week, and one of my goals was to go back to that restaurant and see what happened to it. So I walked in. I got all dolled up. And I walked in and I was thinking maybe we'll do like a food TikTok, little food memory lane. And they were like, absolutely not. And I was like, hey, can I see the kitchen? Can I see what you've done with the place, the renovations? And they were like, no, we are slammed today because it is the Miss Ohio pageant. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to leave then. So I walked to the restaurant across the street, and lo and behold, who's standing there at the desk but my boss from the coffee shop in the 2000s. And he's like, Brendan Sullivan? I was like, yes, no one calls me that anymore. He's like, what are you doing in town? Come in, I got to show you my new place. Oh, you're going to love it. You're going to love the menu. Miss Ohio herself couldn't get a table across the street, and I know this because she came into that same restaurant. No Midwestlander when it comes to food because that's where our food comes from, but I had Amish chicken fingers, Amish raised chickens as chicken fingers. I had cheese curds with apricot chutney. Great to see an old friend. We shut the place down. He gives me the full tour, and then we're hanging out with him and his wife, and now his children are grown, and they can't wait to just talk and hang out and catch up for the first time. We are laughing and having a great time, and they remembered my bagel order from high school, from college. Kids who were babies when I was in college are like grown adults working there now. Coincidentally, I did get to meet Miss Ohio that night, moments after she was crowned, because she came to that restaurant with the runners-up and not the one across the street. I know restaurant people are built different, but keep in mind it's the people, not the restaurant, that makes the difference. So yeah, if you're ever in Mount Vernon, Ohio, check out Bickerdyke's right there on the square.